I'm switching over to Godot.
But why?
Well, compared to working with GameMaker, and I must specify GameMaker Studio 1.4, since I'm a greedy bastard who doesn't want to buy GameMaker Studio 2, Godot has many benefits. Welcome back to Illuminator, the glow-in-the-dark pew-pew game, and in this devlog I'll be talking about the decision to switch engines, as well as an update on the UI library I was making for GameMaker. So, what exactly led me to switch engines? Firstly, GameMaker Studio 1.4 is getting fairly outdated. It can still do Windows exports, but I'm not certain that Mac and Linux exports work properly anymore. I know for a fact that mobile exports don't work, since they are only available in 32-bit versions, and the Play Store requires 64-bit versions nowadays. Apart from that, GameMaker Studio 1.4 isn't supported anymore, so it doesn't get any of the cool new features and bug fixes. GMS 2.3, the new version, is way ahead of where 1.4 is, and if it were free, I'd consider it. The fact that GMS 1.4 is outdated also didn't help with making a good looking lighting system, which is one of the core aspects of Illuminator. GameMaker Studio 2.3 has so many more options when it comes to blending surfaces and configuring graphical settings. In fact, the only tutorials I could find were made for GMS 2.3, and I had to make a lot of hacky workarounds to get similar results in 1.4. Now, having a look at Godot, it gives you a lot more freedom than GameMaker does. In GameMaker, objects are set up in a very specific way with their events, and inheritance is a bit of a pain to work with, having no real options to override certain methods from the parent object. In Godot, I can work with either GDScript or C#. I've used C# before in college, and GDScript resembles Python, which I've also worked with before, so learning the languages is no problem. These languages also offer more freedom compared to GameMaker language, which I quite like. Having a brief look into lighting tutorials for Godot, it seems like making a lighting system would also be a lot easier to make in Godot compared to GameMaker. Since the lighting system is at the core of the game, I want it to be as good as I can make it, and GameMaker really restricted me in that aspect. Lastly, Godot features built-in UI components, which are very intuitive and easy to learn. In just an afternoon of messing around, I made this main menu with cycling colors. This brings me to the UI library that I was making for GameMaker Studio 1.4. I did actually finish it, and it's there on my GitHub if you'd like to have a look, although I'm not sure if anyone uses GameMaker Studio 1.4 anymore. I was thinking if I should make a devlog for it, since I won't be using it anymore, and putting effort into a video takes time away from actual development. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested to see a devlog on the UI library, but I myself am more inclined to just focus on developing the game and showing you cool progress for that. After all, the last time I've shown you guys exciting stuff was months ago. What I plan to do next is to create a solid base for the game. That means having support for multiple resolutions and making sure the game displays correctly on every device, having support for custom keybinds, and having some sort of audio system in place. Once I've got all of that done, it's on to the lighting system and then the gameplay. All in all, implementing the first part with all the settings shouldn't take too long, and I hope to soon be able to show you all a stunning lighting system. Anyways, that'll be it for this video. Be sure to subscribe to stay tuned for future updates, and I'll see you all in the next one.